சும்மா கீழ்.
Hello everybody, எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். It's been a crazy day down under with the first one-day international between India and Australia. Um, for a lot of people who know me, who actually know me, they know how much of a mad cricket buff I am. And for a lot of people who know me a little better, they know how many friends I have in the cricketing circle. One of my oldest and dearest friends, of course, is the smashing, dashing Lakshman Sivaramakrishnan. And he's here with me today. Hi, LS. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing? You look the same
Thanks
as ever.
for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Nethu Murukka, we were talking about this match. You told us a lot about your predictions, and literally every single one came true.
Thank
Your
you very much.
your analysis was right on, but you were so positive. You thought Kohli can do it. If Kohli can chase, then Kohli can do it, and we're going to be playing with the best team. And Sydney is really lucky for the Indian team. I remember speaking all of this with you in conversation. But here's what I have to say: Sydney Cricket Ground, very lucky for India through the years, but very bad for Virat Kohli. He has a personal average of 9. His highest score is 21, which, as a matter of fact, he scored today. He smashed his own highest score in Sydney, so he's done consistently badly. And while India went into this series with 4 victories in one-day internationals against Australia, they've literally had an abysmal record. They had 14-2 in favor of Australia in Sydney, and today that became 15-2. So we've been doing badly and we did badly today. But have we done this badly before? I remember yesterday, we were talking in conversation and you were saying 300 plus score is what I'm expecting, and that will be a wonderful score if we can put it, if we bat first. We didn't bat first. Australia batted first, and they always choose to bat first, and they always do well when they bat first. So they put this massive total of 375. Did you expect this? Did you actually expect this when we spoke yesterday?
No, I didn't expect 375. I did expect around 300, 320. And both sides managed to get past 300, which is the key. Australia like to bat first simply because of the reason that they are under no pressure of chasing a big target. India, we know, have a strong batting lineup, but we definitely will miss the services of your good friend Rohit Sharma. Rohit
Oh,
Sharma and
I'm
Virat
missing
Kohli.
Rohit Sharma so much. Rohit Sharma forever. I'm missing him so much. It's bad enough that we have to, get used to a new normal without Dhoni. And then now Rohit Sharma is also not there. And what is his talk about his, fitness? And I understand that, the given information is that his hamstrings are acting up. But how come those hamstrings were not acting up in the IPL? And he won, for God's sake. He was there for at least 5 matches after he was left out of the Indian team. And then he was taken back into the Indian team. And then he was still playing. Why is he not there in Australia right now?
See, different kinds of cricket requires different kinds of fitness. T20 format, you know the CSK team 2 years back, at least there were 5 or 6 liabilities you can hide in the field. But when you're playing international cricket, a 50-over game, you cannot hide in the field. Somebody as important as Rohit Sharma needs to be in the close vicinity of Virat Kohli to be able to give him ideas, to be able to tell him what to do. Strategizing is so important because Rohit Sharma, as we all know, has been debated now. Should he be the white ball captain? He's had a lot of success as captain on white ball cricket.
Yes,
He's led
yes,
Mumbai
yes.
Indians to 5 titles. And I personally think he's a very, very good captain. Looking at his captaincy in the Asia Cup last time around, he was very calm, very methodical, and he would make the right bowling changes. So I think he's a well organized captain. He knows his game particularly well. And if we are to chase big scores, which we definitely will be with the kind of bowling lineup that we have, We have somebody like a Saini, somebody like a Jadeja who goes for runs. And today was a bad day for Chahal. Chahal registered his highest runs given in 10 overs.
How
So
much
if
did he
your
give?
middle
90?
overs,
90. Did he give
89,
9 per over?
89, one shot, 10 overs, 89, one wicket. See, therein lies our problem. The basic problem with the cricket in the mid 80s, where we won a lot of games, in the mid 90s, when we won
Which
a
was
lot of
with you?
games.
Which was with
Yeah,
you?
85, 85. I mean, I don't want to talk about myself,
சொல்லிக்கலாம்
but
சொல்லிக்கலாம்
1990,
எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஞாபகம் இருக்கு
1985, 1985 World Championship of Cricket was the first time that a leg spinner played in a limited overs format. So you can call me the trendsetter, and a lot of leg spinners play limited overs game, and more of them play in the T20s, and they're very, very successful. So the point that I was trying to make is when your spinners in the middle overs bowl 20 overs, even if they go at 5 or 6 and over, they're expected to pick up 4 or 5 wickets. 4 or 5 wickets, if you take, then the middle order is broken. The opposition middle order doesn't strike a partnership. But that wasn't the case today. They got off to a really good start with Finch and Warner, and Steve Smith coming at number 3 suddenly found his touch and he got 160 balls. That's the third fastest 100 by an Australian in one day internationals. But the platform provided by Warner and Aaron Finch, when he played for RCB, did nothing. When he's captain of Australia, he comes up with an amazing knock. That's how this game changes around.
It's like Virat Kohli must be thinking, who is this guy? He was with me all through the IPL. Who is this guy? You know?
Yeah, they did exchange a lot of pleasantries at the time of toss playing for the same team. But at the end of the day, it was Aaron Finch who was smiling. But Virat Kohli has got a lot of things to do. But in fact, the run chase started reasonably well.
Okay, I have a I have a laundry list of questions for you. So maybe I won't be able to ask all of them, but I'll try. So, first question, we'll start from the beginning. Our opening partnership, I think it was Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank Agarwal today. What did you think of our opening? We are going to play the next game also in the same ground. So, what do you think we should be doing?
I think KL Rahul should open because he was in such supreme form opening the innings for Kings 11. And being in that kind of form, you want to be in the midst of things straight away. And if you bat him in the middle of the order, Mayank Agarwal can bat in the middle of the order because he plays spin exceptionally well. And KL Rahul is the kind of player who can take the opposition on. The white ball doesn't swing for much longer. Rahul's got a problem with red ball cricket. The ball swings much longer. But in white ball cricket, it swings for a few overs. But if he gets start, then he can compile an innings where he can pace his innings beautifully and lay a good platform for somebody like a Virat Kohli. Because when you're looking at 375, you want to keep up with the required run chase as much as possible. You're looking at 7 and over every time. And KL Rahul is the kind of batsman who will get a lot of boundaries. And for you to stay at 7 and over, 8 and over, you need a lot of boundaries, which KL Rahul is capable of. And the power play now is 10 overs, not 6 overs like the IPL. People might get a little mixed up with the IPL power play and the 50 over format power play.
Next question. Okay, hold on there. Let me ask you, what is this about power play? Obviously, some of us know the answer, but you know, எல்லாரோட பெனிஃபிட்டுக்காக please explain how power play has changed in this starting this game that just power play நம்மளுக்கு வந்து first 10 overs அதுக்கப்புறம் 10 to 40 அப்படின்னு இருக்குல்ல இப்போ என்ன what is the change?
The power play is the same. I mean, first 10 overs, you have 2 fielders outside the inner ring. Then from 11 to 40, you have 4 fielders outside the inner ring. And the last 10 overs, you have 5 fielders outside the inner ring. But I was part of the ICC Cricket Committee at that point of time, which was deciding about the new rules and playing conditions. Where I said, you've got to encourage spinners. I mean, in a T20 format, if you can have 5 fielders outside the inner ring, why not in a 50 over game? Because the art of spin is dying down. The quality of spin is going down. So you need to encourage spinners, especially with the cricketers going to the gym and building up the bodies and the quality of the equipment improving. You need to give a chance for the spinners to be in action. So the first 10 overs, earlier there were 2 catching men. You needed to have 2 fielders in catching position. Now you need not have that anymore. Just the 2 fielders outside the inner ring. The thing though is we are getting from IPL to 50 over format. In IPL, it's only 6 overs. After that, five fielders outside the inner ring. But in the mandatory power play in a 50 over game, you've got 10 overs of power play, the mandatory power play. That's where I mentioned somebody like a KL Rahul, who's a boundary hitter, can be very, very useful along with Shikhar with the left right combination.
Wait. So let me ask you. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம spinners வந்து not their best performance. They got punished. So are you saying that it's because cricket has changed in favor of pace, grounds have changed, and spin is kind of being neglected?
People are studying the spinners. I mean, somebody like Maxwell, Aaron Finch, David Warner, they're employing the reverse sweep method, which is why I mentioned about the field. If you have five fielders outside the inner ring, you can cover both sides. Now, people are allowed to play the reverse sweep. For instance, Yuzvendra Chahal has a long off, doesn't have a deep point. People are turning around and playing the switch hits and the reverse sweeps with a lot of liberty and freedom and getting runs. When the batsman can change the standing position from right to left and play the slog sweep or the reverse hit or the switch hits as they call it, why can't the bowler have a little bit more protection on the field? He needs to be given a field
Okay,
where he can bowl to.
I agree with all this, but my question is what happened to us then? We were chasing, and except for Pandya, who did really well, and Shikhar Dhawan, who did also well. You know, Dhawan got 70, Pandya got 90. Uh, what happened to everybody? I think in the end, Saini hit a quick 29 out of 35 balls, but then looks like we are talking about how a spinners since how the spinners don't have support, but then what about the Australian bowling? Michelle Stark took us to the cleaners today.
Yes, certainly did. I mean, they played some amazing cricket. Due credit to Australia for playing some outstanding cricket.
அப்போ என்ன
But
அவங்களுக்கு மட்டும் ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகுது நமக்கு ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆக மாட்டேங்குதுன்னா அது I'm trying to
Ama,
understand this. You have to explain this to me.
what is happening is the Chennai Super Kings bowler Josh Hazlewood bowled three short deliveries and got the first three wickets. There was a little bit of bounce in the pitch, which is, I mean, you can expect that in Australia. And the Chennai boy, Josh Hazlewood, was on fire. Three short deliveries and three dismissals. Shreyas Iyer, Virat Kohli, they were all dismissed in a fashion where Virat was looking to take the attack to the opposition. He was actually started off quite well, but he stepped out to a delivery from Hazlewood and it was stuck into his body and he couldn't free his arms. So Virat was in a little bit of a hurry this evening to try and get a big score, to try and get into the run chase. But he's that kind of player who can take a little bit of time. Without Rohit Sharma, I think chasing Virat has to take a lot of responsibility. And
I think that's what
in the
it's
case,
boiling down to.
no, in the
Kohli.
case of Shikhar Dhawan hasn't figured successfully in too many run chases. Shikhar Dhawan has been very, very good batting first. So batting second, you need support for Virat Kohli. If somebody can keep the scoreboard ticking and just give Virat a lot of strike, I think he'll be far more relaxed. He won't be playing these rash shots like he did today, and he won't be forced into a situation where he's in a hurry and where he is desperate to get those boundaries and quick runs. So Virat needs a good supporting act.
You're saying Kohli needs support chasing runs. I say maybe Kohli needs a secondary skipper. I mean, Australia is doing it. Finch is the white ball captain. So Australia is, playing around with their captains. Why can't we seriously consider skip captaincy? I know it was being talked about.
Well, I think there will be a time.
Well, anyway, I think test match எப்படியுமே ரோஹித் சர்மா வந்துருவாங்க. By when Kohli takes a break, I believe it's going to be Ajinkya Rahane is going to take over for him because he's the vice captain for the test team. But what about Rohit Sharma? What about KL Rahul? I mean, what about even Shreyas Iyer? Why can't they be captains for maybe one format of the game? Is that such a bad idea?
No, it's not a bad idea at all. It's not a bad idea at all. I think white ball cricket, Rohit Sharma can be captain whenever he is available, whenever he is fit to play. And then Virat Kohli can play with a lot more freedom. And Virat is the kind of person who's always been passionate about Test match cricket. So Test match cricket, Virat Kohli captain, white ball cricket, Rohit Sharma captain. And there should be not any egos that come in the way of the players. They're a family, they're a well knit unit, they are together for 10 months in a year. So it should be taken in their stride and hopefully, hopefully this might happen pretty soon, and we will have a lot of success as an Indian cricket team. No individual
Okay,
is
okay, okay.
bigger than
I'm
the
going to
Indian cricket team.
பாலிடிக்ஸே இல்ல இந்தியன் கிரிக்கெட்ல எல்லாரும் ஒரே ஃபேமிலியா இருக்காங்க. We know it wasn't true when you were there, and I'm not going to say everything is hunky dory now. I'm an outsider.
No, I'm saying it should be that way. I'm saying it should be that way.
இல்ல இருந்தா நல்லா இருக்கும். We'll leave it at that. Okay, but I'm just a fan, but I think I'm not the only person in India. I'm not the only person who loves cricket who thinks that Rohit Sharma should have at least been in the team now. At least he should have been in Australia. Illanga?
Well, it would have been better for him to recuperate with the team doctor. So the team doctor can assess his fitness from time to time. While he's being in Bangalore, that we are told at the moment, with the NCA, you've got better hands and better set of support staff in Australia. So I agree with you, but I also read a piece where his father is not keeping too well. If that's the case, it's understandable. If it's cricketing matters, I think he should be with the doctors who are with the team in Australia.
Okay. Onward to our next question. But before our next question, a quick happy birthday to Chinnathala Suresh Raina, who had his birthday on the 27th. Right when India was getting battered in Australia. So, great birthday gift for him there. But let's get back to the battering again. We are going to be playing our next One Day International in surprise in Sydney. So, இன்னைக்கு பண்ண என்ன mistakes? That's question number 3. இன்னைக்கு பண்ண என்னெல்லாம் நாம திருப்பி பண்ணலாம், எதையெல்லாம் திருப்பி பண்ணக்கூடாது, டிஃப்ரெண்டா பண்ணணும். What would you do differently if you could when we play that game tomorrow on the 29th?
I think the bowling. I think we bowled very, very short and wide today. Plenty of runs were given by the cut shot and the pull shot. Bowling and fielding. Fielding also was ordinary. India raised the fielding standard bar by a huge margin. But they looked very tired. Virat Kohli said in the post-match presentation that the body language of the boys after the 25th over wasn't too good. Maybe let's give them the benefit of doubt. They're a bit raw, a bit rusty after the quarantine period. They had a quarantine period in Dubai. Then they played the IPL. Then they had a short quarantine period in Dubai before flying over to Australia. And they had a 14-day period in Australia. So it's all a long process. I mean, I had my problems in Dubai when I went for IPL and I came back early because it's not an easy phase to go through, the quarantine period. Let's
Why
hope
did
that
Suresh Raina come back? Why did Suresh Raina come back?
Suresh Raina came back to celebrate his birthday much earlier. See, that's the problem. When you talk about Suresh Raina and Yuvraj Singh, you have a six bowling option. When you talk about Raina and Yuvraj Singh, when they played in the Indian team, they had a six bowling option. But today, with Hardik Pandya not bowling, we are stuck with five bowlers. And if three of them go for runs, the opposition is definitely going to get 300 plus.
Yes. Okay, nothing to do with cricket, but everything to do with the audience. So today's match was a historical match. After the Corona quarantine lockdown period, this is the first match where, at least the first cricket match. I think soccer has done it before, but the first cricket match where they actually let in people. We had real people instead of taped crowd fake noise. We had real people clapping and cheering. We even had protesters holding protest banners there, making a point, down with Adani, and all that was happening out there. So, messages were getting across on TV. Some excellent analysis and a great conversation with you, Ellis. Thank you so much for that. We'll meet you again right after the next game. The next game, again, as everybody knows, is going to be played in the same venue in Sydney Cricket Ground. We already are 15-2 trailing in our track record with Australia at Sydney. Will this game on the 29th change that? Will it break the jinx for us? Will it break the jinx for Virat Kohli? Keeping my fingers crossed, keeping my toes crossed. Hopefully, when I meet LS again, we can say, yeah, we won. How do you see this? How did we do things differently? So, hopefully, it's going to be a game that we can celebrate and not just autopsy. All right, then I will meet you again right after the next game.